Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you're joining us from, welcome to the brand new, fascinating show called Tokenize with Mahesh. We have a guest here, Phil. Phil, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mahesh. Happy to be here.
Phil, we can't hear you.
Uh,
Deepak, can you hear Phil?
Yeah, I can.
I was just saying, Mahesh, it's good to be here. Good to see you.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, we still have little difficulties. We are trying to see if Phil can join us. In the meantime, while Phil is joining us, Deepak, can you test this? Let me add my screens. My name is Mahesh Chand. I'm founder of C Sharp Corner. Can you hear me, Deepak? Rohit?
Yes, sir. All good. Yeah.
I can hear you.
I guess I can't hear anybody. Hello, hello. Sarthak, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Audible?
Lalit, can you hear me? Or everybody's shut down?
Yes,
Okay,
I can
looks
hear
like
you.
people
Can you hear me?
Awesome. Rohit saying, all right. Welcome, guys. Everybody, looks like a lot of people are joining us. Welcome to the show. Sarthak is there. Sarthak, welcome. We have Pravesh here, Rohit, Payal. We also have somebody, Gianluca. Gianluca, where are you joining us from? Awesome. Welcome to the show. Lalit, I can't hear you. You want to say hi? Phil, you want to say hi again?
Hi.
That's very
Am I
strange.
audible?
I can't hear you both.
Hello, Mahesh. I'm
Okay,
happy to be
Deepak,
on
what
the show.
happened?
Thank you for having me.
And
Am I audible? Or
if
not
people
yet?
can hear me. Is the
Yeah,
music
you are audible,
matching
sir.
up?
Well, sir.
Am I audible?
All right. Lalit, can
Yes,
you
sir.
hear Phil?
Yes.
You can type here. Okay, Deepak, I can't hear anybody else.
So maybe you have an issue with your headphone.
Let me see quickly. Let me check my device again. This is our first show, guys. So hang tight. Let's see if we can make it happen. My headphone is fine. Atul joining. Welcome to the show, Atul.
Because we can increase the volume of the speaker.
All right. Deepak, I can't hear you or anybody per se.
Typically, I'm the one that
Mahesh,
always
we all
has the
can hear
You
you.
want me to come back again?
We all can hear you.
Okay. Let me. Are you looking at Deepak? Can you type something here, Rohit? Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay. I can't hear you. That's a problem, Lalit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We can.
I think it's the Deepak. When you start the music, it was working fine before that.
Maybe Mahesh, you can remove the headphones.
All right, but we need to make sure I hear everybody. I can hear. All right, I'll be back. Let me come back on the show. I'm going to log out and come back again. Sorry about that.
No worries. I think maybe he is having an issue with headphones.
Well, I'm typically the one with issues on technology. Not you or Mahesh.
Phil, can you say something?
Oh, Mahesh.
No. Lalit, I can't hear you either.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very
Maybe
interesting.
you need to remove your
Audio,
headphones then.
microphone is good. Hello, hello, say something.
Hello, Mahesh.
Hello. Hello, Mahesh. We all can hear you very well. Mahesh, you are very much audible.
Hello, hello, say something.
Hello,
Yes,
Mahesh.
Mahesh.
Hello.
Hello, Mahesh. You are very
Yes,
much
can hear
audible.
you very well. But I can't hear you.
Wow.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we re-up this and do it tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Sound. All right, you can hear me. I can't hear you.
Yes, we can very well hear you.
Anybody? Deepak, any ideas?
Maybe you need to click on the microphone and change the setting.
We can't hear you.
Okay, audio is good.
You have to type that in, Lalit.
We should type.
Microphone is good. Hello. Testing, testing. I can't hear you guys. That's strange.
Wow,
But your sound is
that's
coming.
really
That's
strange.
Deepak. You any idea what's going on?
Probably you need to change the default speaker settings, sir.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
Are you using the
Turn
browser?
off the
Sorry.
laptop Bluetooth. Laptop Bluetooth. Try to Bluetooth. Interesting. Okay, let's try that. Ooh. Remove this device. Hello. Testing.
Yeah, we
Hello,
can hear you, sir.
we can hear you. Mahesh, can you? Seems not yet.
Okay. All right, let's say something.
Hi, Mahesh. Are we
Nope.
audible?
No.
So,
Speaker is working. My Teams or something has. Something is off.
So Deepak,
maybe
do you
you
want to
should switch off your.
just shut this down and then restart it at maybe 11:30 our time, or maybe?
Okay. How do we fix this? Anybody has any idea? How about I restart my thing? Go ahead. You want to talk in the meantime, guys? Talk to each other, introduce yourself, and I will be back. I'm going to restart my computer as we always do. Sorry about that, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Sure. So meanwhile, Phil, we can talk till the time Mahesh joins up.
Yeah. So just to introduce myself, I'm Phil Dwyer. I'm one of the initial investors in C Sharp. I've been a crypto investor for many years. And I was really happy to join the company for a variety of reasons, which I'll get into once Mahesh joins. So I've had several businesses in the past. I've exited those businesses, and I've been looking for an opportunity in this market, crypto market. And I was fortunate enough to have a friendship with Mahesh for many years. And then when he decided to start this new business based on his previous community of C# users, with the advent of blockchain and the crypto market growing, we decided to go into this venture together. So I'm happy to be here, and I look forward to talking about some of my investment strategies and typically why I joined the company, and we'll get into that at some point. So Lalit, I'll turn it over to you. Maybe you could introduce yourself and let the community know who you are.
Sure. Well, definitely your background is really nice, and I'm always happy to talk to you. And regarding myself, I have close more than 2 decades of experience, definitely less than you
Mm-hmm.
in this industry. We have been into software development business since 2007, and earlier I used to work with some companies. And after completing one decade, wherein we were majorly into development, web development, mobile development, apps, and all. So in 2016, we jumped into uh, a venture for blockchain. And since then, I'm into blockchain. I have been into this uh, mentorship or advisorship since 2017. There was a point of time when I was a listing ambassador for 38 centralized exchanges. For few of the platform, I was, and still those who are working, I'm considered as one of the top 10 advisors into blockchain space. Along with this, I have some another ventures like cloud. I'm advanced consulting partner with cloud, AWS, Azure, as well as Google, and also supporting uh, C Sharp community since I met Mahesh in 2017. And looking at this community, the helping nature, the way Mahesh has conducted this community into a bigger family, I would rather say, not a community, that he is trying to develop and has been doing it. And since then, we have been discussing a lot. And it was a time when we started, brainstorming about sharp economy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like more than a year when we were just discussing that how to, make our community from Web 2 to Web 3. And after that, only when our plan was robust, this project was developed. And this is a small background for me, as well as how I joined C Sharp community. I think Mahesh is back. Mahesh, are you able to
I
listen
am
to us?
back. I am back. Yes, I can hear you.
Back and
Restart
better than ever.
always works. Okay, restart always works. So I restarted my laptop, and I think it's between switching teams and different DJ streaming devices and the
Streaming
tools.
device.
All right, welcome to the show, guys. Let's restart again. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Mahesh Chand. Today, we are starting a brand new show called Tokenize with Mahesh. Some of you may already know me. I'm a founder of C Sharp Corner, one of the largest and oldest communities for enterprise software developers. And now we are venturing into these new spaces of AI and tokenization. If you are not familiar with tokenization, blockchain, Web3, a new world, this is your show. Again, this is our first show. We are having a bunch of hiccups, but looks like we are back on track. Today, I have two amazing guests, Phil Dwyer and Lalit Bansal. I believe they have already introduced themselves. I will also give the little intro to them. Phil is a good friend for many, many years here in Philadelphia. We worked on different ventures, different projects, and now is Phil is an integral part and leader of C Sharp Corner as well as Sharp Economy. Lalit is also a good friend, as he said, mentioned. We met, many years ago. I would say 8, 9 years ago in Delhi. Lalit runs a couple of companies in the Gurgaon, Delhi area, in blockchain space, tech space, also in cloud space, and he's an integral part of the team now at C Sharp Corner and Sharp Economy. So, what is this show about? Like, why are we doing this new show? And the reason I wanted to start this show is that there's so much changing in this world today, especially in the tech. It doesn't matter if you are in AI or blockchain or crypto. And I am fascinated with the growth of crypto has taken in the last at least 2 years, 3 years. I'm in New York all the time. I'm in Delhi. I'm in different cities. But the way in last 1 year the tokenization is growing in the US is insane. Okay, and that is why I want to start this new show. It focuses on bringing you latest updates, weekly updates, what is going on in this world. um, I will mainly focus on this show on tokenization, but I will also bring other hot topics like AI and related, just to give you some context here. Um, the goal is we will discuss hot trends, what happened in last 1 week in the tokenization space. I will also have guest appearances like we have two guests today, and then there's going to be a topic in the end of this show, and today's topic is the future of communities in tokenization, the role of tokenization in the coming in the future of the community. So that's what we are going to talk about today. So let's get started. And I think, Deepak, we need to add some music in between too here next time. Okay. How do I go to my, wait, what happened to my slides? Okay. All right. Let me find my slides quickly. Anything, guys, you want to go ahead and start chatting a little bit while I do find my slides? Another thing, this show is for you. Anybody who's watching, this show is for you. We are here for you. If you have any questions about anything, just post, ask your questions. You can ask your questions on YouTube. We are live streaming on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Yeah, I think even Instagram. I'm not sure. We're live streaming on all the platforms. And looks like a lot of people, 119 people are live watching us. That's pretty cool. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask these questions. Let me, you guys chit chat and have some coffee, tea, and talk. And I'm going to find my slides.
Okay, so I guess I'll start off a little bit. So one of the things I'm interested in talking about in these shows and also learning about over the last several years, um, from an investment perspective, there's a lot of ways that we can go in crypto, right? For years, I was sort of what I would call hit and run, where I would invest, I would look for the token to increase in value, and then I would sell. So that I think a lot of people through meme tokens and all of these that really have no transactional value. That's an area where a lot of people invested. But as we progress and mature as an industry, right? I'd like to focus at some point, and we can talk about it later, on utility tokens, and why I firmly believe that when I look at a utility token in this market, I equate it back to the days of something in the United States like an Apple stock, where you're investing in Apple and you know that you're going to have continual growth for a variety of reasons. And so I equate a utility token in that regard, that it's not only potentially a short-term play, but it's really a long-term play based on the community and the transactional process within the ecosystem. So that's something I wanted to talk about later, maybe in this segment or maybe other segments. But that's something I just wanted to get out is having people focus on a utility token, because it's like in my opinion, it's in the embryonic stages. It's basically not being used, but over time, we're going to see that utility tokens are going to be used in most ecosystems from a rewards standpoint, throughout even transactional standpoints from point of purchases. So that's something that we can talk about at some point later.
Well said, Phil. Well said. I'm back. Go ahead, Atul. I mean, Lalit, go ahead. Oh, we are live on Instagram too. Lalit, we can't hear you now. All right. Let me see. I think I found my slides. We can start back. There you go. I found my slides. So as I said, well, Lalit, I'll get you back in a second. As I said, this show will update you on the world of tokenization. And we will cover basically first, we start with what is the weekly update in the crypto and tokenization and blockchain world. We will also cover hot topics and trends, what's going on, some guest appearances and topics. So today's topic is the future of communities and tokenization. As I said, this show is for you. Welcome back. Everybody looks like everybody joining us. Welcome back to the show. This is Tokenization with Mahesh. Feel free to post comments, say hi to us, who you are, where you're joining us from, and also have your question ready. Question ready for me, question ready for our guests. We have two amazing guests today, Phil and Lalit. So I already talked about this a little bit, but let me explain it. Just last week, I attended a conference and I spoke there called Asset on Blockchain in New York. This conference is run by Suresh, a friend of mine. He has a tech company. He's a real estate builder. He also has blockchain, his own chain. I also met there, if you know Polygon founder, he was he was the keynote speaker there. He's also a panelist in one of the shows. So I met um, other people as well. The idea of this conference is if if you really this conference is all about tokenization, and Sandeep and Polygon is all over stable coins, stable coins. So stable coins are coming. That includes the real world asset tokenization there were investors there, there were builders in this conference, and all they were thinking about, how do I tokenize my building? Oh, I have a building, it's worth in New York, it's say $100 billion. How do I tokenize that? So those are kind of technologies are now being evolved, and I think Polygon is one of the more chains being used a lot for stable coins. Another big news yesterday was that Coinbase is launching its own ICO platform. This is huge. This is probably the biggest news in the crypto space. And like ICOs are now actually become legal in the US. Remember ICOs back in the day? We will launch ICOs and government will go and do fraud. So we're going to cover this a little bit more on this topic. Um, and maybe Lalit, you have a lot of experience in ICOs. I remember you were one of the top crypto advisor back in the day on ICO holder. So maybe you want to talk about a little bit history of what your involvement was and what you saw in these past few years and where we were and now where we're going. Okay, Lalit, we still can't hear you. This is strange again. I'm not sure what's going on, but we still can't hear you. Say something. All right, while we get Lalit back, while we'll come back to this topic. Then this is another big topic. I don't know if any of you saw this. So India launches its first stable coin. This is also powered by Polygon. And Polygon team, and there's another company working with it. I believe that stable coin is called ARC. So why am I talking about these different stable coins? The stable coins, RWA means real world asset on chain. These are the two of the fastest growing areas. If you are a tech person and you are also investor, it doesn't matter if you're trying to invest or you're tech. um, you need to start thinking where the industry is going, and that is the purpose of this show, is not just to teach you but kind of give you an insights that what the top leaders, what the top innovators, what are these guys are working and talking about it. So if you are trying to either get into a new space or launch your own thing or even trying to get a job or trying to learn new technologies, you can get this idea. So three things I'm thinking of. The stable coins, RWA, and also we are going to talk about the tokenization of future of communities. That's what we're going to talk about. Lalit, you back? I guess not. Phil, you want to add anything in this so far?
Yeah, well, I mean, you brought up, Mahesh. I mean, from a granular standpoint, the importance of communities, and I think if I don't know who's listening to this, but maybe people like you had said are looking to start their own company, have a great idea, and want to move forward, and I think we all realize on this call that the most difficult thing is you may have a good idea, but if you don't have a community that's supporting that idea when you're launching a token in this space, it's very, very difficult. I don't know what the exact cost of per user is from a capital expenditure, but you would say it's at least $100 US dollars to gain a user. So that's one of the things that's very critical when identifying from an investment perspective something that you're looking at is, do they have a community, and not just a community but a community that's engaged, right, that's going to participate and utilize the token from a utility perspective. So we can touch on or communities throughout this whole segment, but it's critical to have a vibrant engaged community.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Lalit, you back?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know what's happening today. Sometimes I am getting inaudible, and sometimes Mahesh you. Okay, so
Yeah,
coming back, we were talking about ICOs. Yes, definitely. I belong to that era when this ICO age started. As far as I remember, because I entered into this blockchain space in 2016. However, this era of ICOs, which is called initial coin offering, it started roundabout near 2013, and during 2016, this because of a lot of projects came up, and there was a certain uh, boom of projects because of this Ethereum and all, and getting somewhat uh, popularity of Bitcoin. And during 2017, what I remember that since 2017, it was the beginning of a booming era of ICO. What I mean that at that point of time, ICO was at peak, and people have raised so much money. I remember there were some platforms wherein I was also registered as one of the top five advisors over there. It was a Russian platform, and where people considered that whenever few experts like us, they used to review the projects, they get easy funding, and if the project is good, and people have raised X amount of money which you can't even imagine. So
yeah,
that was the reason why ICO became popular, because one, it was very easy global fundraising, and that point of time, even exchanges, the digital exchanges, digital currency exchanges, they were very limited, not at point of this time. And during those days, the Ethereum based token ERC20, those were standard tokens, very simple to create, very easy to somewhat kind of manipulation also were done. But this age ended roundabout in 2020, when the new age
I can't
came
mute
up
this.
as an IEO. Pardon?
you good, Lalit? You good?
Okay.
Can hear you.
It was the new age started. It was IEO, which is initial exchange offering. What that means, that people have started listing their project on exchange for fundraising, because it started giving a bit trust to investors, because people, uh, because of ICO, people have raised money, they were scammed, and it was ended. But with IEO, because this people trusted exchanges, exchanges started listing it with the commitment that if people get raised, their funds will be locked within exchange and people can trade over there. So that was the age when IEO came. At present, again, I was happy to hear that Coinbase have now again coming back to this ICO era, because
Yeah,
it helps
yeah,
in getting these fundraised.
yeah. And I think this will, this will actually simplify the fundraising for new projects. And welcome to the show. I see Mohammed Salim joined, Ayub joined, a bunch of other people joined. Everybody who's joining, welcome to the show. Just to This show is all about tokenization and related world. We update you on that every week. It's a weekly show, same time. So if you want to mark your calendars, you have any questions, bring your questions to the show. We do take questions. And this today we kind of started a little late. We had hiccups, but we do have some questions coming up. We'll take these questions in the end as well for a few minutes. Um, so I want to go back to the now our last topic, and this is the future of communities and tokenization. And I will remove the slide now. We don't need slides, so we can talk. Communities. When you think of communities, right? I founded C Sharp Corner in 2000. The purpose of community is to where members come together, they learn, share, collaborate, and grow together. And there's a lot of communities like Stack Overflow is there, and there are a lot of communities. When I was there, Code Project was there. A lot of them have died. Microsoft started Stone Community, they all died, most of them, only few survive. And the reason is that communities are, they really don't have a clear business model because they are communities. But the tokenization is giving a new fuel and new motivation to the communities where they can now incentivize community contributors, right?
Right.
So people who are learning, sharing, contributing, and helping grow communities can now also start earning something from that. And so that's where I want to talk a little bit more, couple of minutes on that. C Sharp Corner is one of them. We have launched partially, but we are also adding more features. What does that mean? If you are a C Sharp Corner member, if you write articles, you share your code, you speak, you mentor other people, all these things you do, you earn the token, right? And this is
Right.
called Sharp Token. We are integrating. So maybe Phil, you want to add more to that? Why people should participate in communities, earn the token, and spend the token?
Sure.
And
So
yeah,
yeah, so let's talk about, since you brought it up, let's talk about the Sharp token. I mean, the Sharp community. So there's two sides of it, at least from an investment standpoint as well. So you look at the benefits of having a engaged community, right? So what does that mean? Well, as you pointed out, Mahesh, people in the community can go on the site and they can earn tokens, which is unique, obviously. A lot of people have been contributing to sites over the years, but they haven't been getting any benefits from it, right? So now, with the advent of crypto and the Sharp token, people are earning by contributing content, participating in forums, posting code. I think you were one of the first people in the United States that posted a code back in, or early 2000s. So people are continually engaging in the site, right? Which is it's huge for a community to be engaging for a token platform to grow. So then there's the other side of the coin. So one side you have the uh, participants earning tokens. Now, on the other side, in order for the transactional process to be completed, you need things within the platform that people are going to be using to spend their tokens, right? So, what do we have in C Sharp? Well, we have educational content, certification, mentorship programs, and other growth oriented services. So, where the users can not only earn tokens, but then they have the ability to spend tokens for typically educational improvement in their lives, as well as potentially getting jobs. So that's really the genesis of, I think, of a community, especially from a tokenization standpoint, where you have both sides of the coin, where they're earning and then they're also able to spend. And as I think everyone on the call may be aware of, how does a token grow, especially a utility token? Well, it grows through transactions, right? So the more transactions, the more demand, the higher the growth of the token. So I could go on about this, but I'll just leave it at that at this point. Um, there you go.
Lalit, no, that's great, Phil. Lalit, if you have to say in 1 minute, what do you have to say to our audience here, that what is the future of communities and why, if they are getting involved, how they can benefit from it?
Look, Mahesh, what my feeling about community is in a single line, if I would say, because communities create trust in this trustless market. Why I'm saying this is a trustless market, because people know that these VDAs, virtual digital assets, or what we call crypto, it's like a bubble, right? But still, this would be the next era. And when this is being backed up by a community, every tokenization becomes, or it acts as a governance layer of community. Now this new governance layer, it can be trusted. So that's why I said communities can create a trust in this trustless market, and it creates a social proof that this community is not going away, because it is backed by a community, and within this community we own it as an liquidity or a growth. Right? So I believe that this will be a future for all these tokenizations that are happening, whether it is in localized digital economies, or maybe it will create and gain more global investors who can co-own these assets. So this is
Yeah.
what I believe.
No, agree. I think the future of community is tokenization, because end of the day, people are now questioning. They are saying, okay, if I am helping build this community, I'm promoting it, I'm marketing it. How do I? What benefit do I have, right? So
Right.
the goal really here is that if you are part of a community, you are growing it, and that's what this whole tokenization does, right?
Mhm.
That's one of the benefit of the tokenization is. Now
Right. I
we'll
said
keep
the
last. Yeah.
communities are considered as social trust plus adoption plus governance.
Yeah, I think look at this whole crypto world is all about communities, right? If there's no community, crypto has no, like, nobody trusts them. Even
Nobody.
the, yeah, bigger the community you have, bigger and most chances you have the support. There's ecosystem, investment, all those in developers, right? They all come together. Um, so I will say last, since we are running out of time, what we will do is I'll take one last question and question. If Phil, if there is a young investor, right, and this is not a financial advice to anybody, just keep
Right.
that in mind. We
Mhm.
are not financial experts. Crypto world is very risky,
Mhm.
so you may lose money anytime, right? So this is not for. This is not also. I also see lot of young guys. They are crypto using crypto as a gambling to earn money. Okay, let's do. It's not for them, eh, but it's just what our opinion is, right? So you have to be, take risk at your own. Yeah, again, it's not a financial advice from any of us. We are just saying. But Phil, if you have to explain somebody who is watching this show that when they are investing in a new token,
Right.
what should they be looking for,
So
and how even sharp is a position in that, like why sharp is a fits in that role.
yeah, I think it's depending on the investor, right? I have friends of mine and others that, and I call it hit and run, where they're day traders. They go in, they look at a token that's X, it goes up incrementally, and they sell it. Right. That's a an option for a trader. But if you're talking about something that is a long term, something that you're looking to invest in, um, and I venture back to what I said before, is you take a look at utility tokens. Utility tokens right now, again, are in its infancy, but utility tokens over time are going to become mainstream. Give it a couple of years, they're going to be mainstream. They're going to be used in almost every aspect of an app, a reward system, even point of purchase sales. So when you're looking at it, why would you invest in a utility token, or what would you look at? Well, you would look at, as we talked about, a strong, vibrant community that is engaged in the platform. If you have that, you're ahead of the curve, right? And that's when you look at Sharp, that's what you have. You have people that are engaged in the platform, and we have 3 point some million registered users, and it's growing every week by tens of thousands of users. I don't want to get into why, but we have a mechanism for organic growth within the system that will never end based on our affiliations with universities and colleges and young students. So that's number one, Mahesh. If you have a strong community that is engaged in the platform, that's very strong. Because again, what does grow a utility token? It's transactions. If you can increase the transactions, you increase demand, you increase uh, the the token price. So, in a nutshell, that's what I would look at. If I'm a young investor, somebody looking, and if you want a long-term, sustainable investment, I would look at a utility token that has a strong community and engagement.
No, that's great. That's good. Lalit, you want to add something to this?
Sure. What I generally look up for any new token is the first thing, like Phil mentioned, it's about utility or the real use case, whether that token is solving the problem or not. And then it comes about the team behind it, whether they are public or not. Because in this industry, people love to see the persons who are behind these projects. And then I also take care of about tokenomics, that how tokenomics have been designed so that whether it is a utility token or what is the total supply, how much the token has been vested or lock in or what. Again, one thing more, like Phil mentioned, is about community. And plus I do always check their white papers and roadmaps, that what they have achieved, what they are going to achieve. Plus I do check about their audits, that how secure the platform or the product they are creating. Plus definitely always it's about liquidity and on what exchange they are listed. And if I say, then the added on features would be like what partnerships they have, or what are the products they are being backed up, or what chains they are on it. And definitely the market narratives about the trending product they have taken, whether it is some people come back with the old traditional projects, or it's a latest trending project. These all are the added checklist, I would rather say, I add into my list before checking up any investing into any new project.
Great.
Okay, great, awesome. Let's take a couple of questions. We are kind of running out of time. I wish we had more time, but next week we will talk about this topic only, like how do you find the token that you should be investing and what you look for so the risk is low. That's exactly. So if you are interested in crypto investing, that will be the next week. Don't forget to join us next week the same time, the Tokenized show. So let's take one or two questions if we can from the community here. So Web3 Voice asked a question: which kinds of communities benefit the most from tokenization? Go ahead, Lalit, you want to take that?
Uh, sure. For me, what I believe, the communities majorly are these creators and gaming communities. They are getting more benefits from tokenization, because recently you must have heard that real world asset technology is coming up. And definitely, in short, if we need more questions, then I think in a short word, these are the communities that gets much benefit from tokenization.
Okay. Phil?
No, I think Lalit hit the nail on the head. If you're looking at tokenization, I think the first area you would look is gamification. Um, they're utilizing the tokens very diligently. Everybody that's participating is utilizing a token in one way or another on a gamified platform.
Okay, great. Great question. Thank you for asking. There, one more. We'll take one more question. No, we'll take just. Let's take Ayush has a good question, right? Ayush has a really good question here. I want to take that one. Um, this question is: do you see future where interoperable utility token powers multiple ecosystem, or will every platform always mint its own? No, so I think that it's already happening. The future is that any token can be used anywhere. That is the future. Interoperable. Like I can own any tokens in the future, but I can go to other platform and use the same token there. It's just matter of time. Once the utilities are built, once these interoperable support is there, all chain can now, even these days, any token is being launched. They are multi-chain tokens, right? Nobody wants to launch. It doesn't make sense, right? It's like you have money you cannot spend when you travel, you cannot spend in other countries. What's the point? So I believe that great question, Ayush. Great question. And I believe the future is multi chain tokens and they are interoperable. They can exchange easily. You can walk into any store and use your app, some kind of app, and use any tokens for any purchase. That's the future. um, we're running out of time. With that said, I think this was a great show, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We had a lot of people. Lalit, thank you again for joining us. I know it's late. Phil, thank you for again joining, being
Of
part
course.
of this first show. And hopefully, I'll see you in our upcoming shows. And everybody, don't forget to join us next week. We have some exciting topic about how to find the right tokens to invest in. We'll cover different topics on that. So,
Perfect.
everybody, thank you so much and have a nice week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.